So what I'm going to do, I have made a mistake here. I'll change it. I'll do 10, 10 to here. Rest everything is fine. So it will be 10 to. So we'll create, first understand the gamification. Lot of steps required, okay? Don't just multitask, because this kind of things normal people will not be able to do. Because only person will do who knows in and out. Okay, so I need help. People on phone, I know Mike has raised the thumbs up. Silas, Priyank, Ola, give me thumbs up so at least we can move forward. Or say yes, I mean.
Yes.
Yes, I mean.
Perfect. Give me 40 minutes, life will change, because this is one of the guaranteed question in your interview. Okay. So first, we are going to do two VPN, Vnet. Vnet East, Vnet 2. Do I need to create in one region? You don't have to. You can create in multiple region, but we'll create in one region called East. That's called local. But if you do in multiple region, it's called global VPN, peering, which is fine. We need to pick the address space different. So here, if it is 10.0.16, then here I can say 10.2.0.16. It doesn't need to be same. If it is same, it won't work. So that's the first thing. The second thing, when we do what we call Vnet, we are going to use subnet. We'll use default subnet. And default subnet, of course, it will follow first two digits. So it will be 10.0.1 or 0, whatever it is, which will be 20. It can be 0 or 20, doesn't matter. But it will follow the first two digits same, and it will create 3 digits. Then this one will be, subnet will be 10.2.0.024. So that's your subnet. Vnet will be 16, subnet will be 24. Then we'll put our VM in that. So VM will follow 3 digits same. So it will be 10.0. And then it will get some number, right? Maybe 6 or something. That's your machine number. And here we'll have 10.20.0, maybe 1 or whatever you want, 0, 1. So that's your machine. So now 2 machines. Now these 2 machines will not talk to each other, because by default, the rule is it's an isolation. So if I try to ping this machine, it won't work with a local IP. And if I try to ping, it will not work because local IP. The reason it won't work, because these machines are they're different VPN, Vnet. If we are different Vnet, they cannot talk. To solve this problem, first we in a Windows, by default ping is not allowed. So even Windows ping won't allow. So what we need to do, we need to disable the firewall just to see the ping is allowed. But then NSG security group will say, hey, ping is not allowed. So we need to add a rule, ICAM rule, so that ping is allowed. We need to also add a rule, ICAP, so ping is allowed. And we need to disable the firewall. And then once we do that, then we are going to create a VPN peering between these two. So we will say this network can talk to this network, and we'll say this network can talk to this network. So bidirectional peering will do. And if we are lucky, then we do RDP file download. Through RDP file, we'll log into these boxes and we'll do ping. And if it works, rejection will be set RR, and we will destroy our resource group, and we are done for the day. Make sense? Approximately 30 to 40 steps we need to do that. It's easy exercise if you follow right way. If it is not, then it's kind of time consuming. But this is one of the most important part, because it's going to happen. Why? Because you're one VPN old company, one is new, and some are like you merge, acquire. So let's log in to our portal and correct me if I'm making mistakes. Okay, we'll go back to our own. We'll go back to our own management. So we'll go to original where we started with, right? Go back to your original, which is your. We'll do like steps here, so we'll not forget. First, we'll do Vnet 1 and Vnet 2. Okay, and the address space we'll use is 10.0.0.016 and then 24, right? And here we'll use address space 10.2.0.0 and we'll use 16 and 20. So let's get started. So first search here and say Vnet. So you can see here network, virtual network. Every step I would need your thumbs up so I can see that you're following and I can understand my speed also. So virtual network. All are good. So when you click on virtual network, you will get here. This is something I think I need to switch my my thing because I'm in a web store. It won't work because it's a free. I need a paid version. So I'm gonna switch to my original thing. How do I switch? See, I can show you how to switch it. Please. Yeah, I need to go to switch directory. So I'll go to switch directory, right? I need IT expert because my original one, right? Original one I need. Are you understanding? Otherwise, I will not have paid subscription. The one we did today, these are non-paid, so it doesn't give me that option. So give me some thumbs up if you are able to. Original one. Right now, I'm no longer my web store. I'm in original one. Please give me thumbs up so at least I know. Ola, you're good? Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Let's get started. So we are saying Vnet and click on virtual network. Vnet, virtual network. If I make mistake, correct me. I can remake mistake too. So first thing first, we're going to create. So we'll create a first network. We will say East 1. So we'll click on create. For today's exercise, we're going to create a resource group and we'll say resource group. Did we use resource group today? We did, yes. Right? 12. 12. So let's do the 12. So we're going to use resource group 12. Same resource group if you have it. It's easier for us to do it. Now, virtual network will say Vnet East 1. So first one I'm creating East 1. Go to next. Please understand naming convention will make life easy. So follow the naming conventions and do next. When you do next, I don't need anything here in security, so do next. And this one I really need. Sorry?
Did we create a new resource group already? Or
we did like that.
We're using an existing resource group?
Yeah, we did existing. The one RG12 we did. We did RG12, right? Okay. Last before we started today.
I think I blew all that stuff away.
That's fine, you can create a new one. Let's quickly move forward. It doesn't matter, but make sure you use whole exercise. So at the end of the day, you can delete faster. That's main thing. Now, this one is very, very important. Address space. So we are double checking address space. So we have, this is our Vnet and this is our subnet. Looks good. No need to change, correct? So now everything looks good. I don't need to do anything, just to review and create. So Vnet is created. Should not take more than few minutes, but review and create. So Vnet 1 is done. So let's check our task. We did Vnet 1 and the address spaces we use the same one. So now what's the next step we need to do? Vnet 2. Make sense, son? Let's follow the flow. Okay, don't go too slow, guys. So we're gonna do same thing. Virtual network, same concept, virtual network, but this time we are going to give a name. Vnet East 2. So the first one is there. You can see naming convention. See the naming convention. Vnet East 1. Now the next one will be 2. Vnet East 2. So let's do that. Create. Same resource group. Doesn't matter you use new or old, but use the same resource group. So I'm going to use 12, but here I'll say Vnet East 2. If I want to do global, then I would use region different. But right now I'm using the same region. So this is called local Vnet. So you can see here I use 2. The only change I made is 2. Last one has 1, this one has 2. Let's do next. So make sure the same resource group. The only number 2 is changed. We are not changing anything here. Security part.
We're doing the same resource group?
Of course, everything will remain same.
Okay.
Mike, we are just changing the name. to Vnet. Okay.
I thought you would have created different entities, so to speak.
No, resource group always same, right? Because we want to delete that at the end of the day. Entity is only Vnet. We are just creating Vnet.
Right.
So my resource group is right now 12. Because it will be easy for me to delete later. Right? Now, this step for second one, make sure you change it. Okay, if you don't change, nothing will work. So I'm going to do 2 here. That's pretty much it. Make sure you see in the screen. Okay, don't fall behind. This is giving a different address space. Because if you're doing peering, then it should not collapse. It should not have intersection. So it should be 2 different networks. So that's why it's important. 2.0. Give me thumbs up if you are with me here. I'm in a Vnet 2. I'm changing address space. Please. This is the very, very important thing. Most people make mistake here and say it's not working. The reason it is not working because if it is intersect, then it will not understand. It will not understand that these are 2 different networks. You don't have to change anything else. So now I'm going to say review and create.
There's a default on my own subnet.
Sorry, there's what is all subnet means. 10.2 only, right?
My subnet's
It's always 10.2 because if you change the Vnet, it will automatically change that, right? Then you make change it. If not, then it won't work for you. So let me repeat. I'll go to, I have 2 Vnets. See here, Ola. It always remember, it should change, otherwise it doesn't even work. Please see here. If your Vnet is 10.0, your subnet has to be like that, 10.0 point something, right? You cannot do Vnet with 10.2 here and then inside 2. It won't even allow you. So I'm surprised you say that it did not change. It won't allow you. So 10.2.0, it will pick up always the same 2 dB. So if you're saying this was not same, impossible. Give a little speed, my friend. There is no way it can happen. So if you say here 10.0, it's impossible because if you change here, it will give you error. We have to fix it.
So the subnet is going to be on default.
Name is not unnecessarily. Don't worry about name. Focus on address space. Did you see the address space? 10.2.0.
Not changed. It's on 10.0.0.0.
Then you are not going to do that. Again, to create a new Vnet. I'm telling you 100 times. If it is same address space, then it's not going to work, right? Create a new Vnet in your case quickly.
Yeah, I already did. I have Vnet 1. I have 2.
I understand, but you are not understanding this thing. This is 1, and this is 2. Do you see my address space? Do you see the difference address space? If you keep using same, then you are not going to do the left. Very simple. If you do 10.0, can I do 10.0? Yes, I can. But should I do? No. If I do the same, then what's the point of peering? Right? It won't work. Right? So I'm keep repeating, okay? The area of mistakes, this is the most important mistake. Because if address space collapse, lab won't work. So create it quickly. Delete it.
Let's go. Fix it.
Yeah, perfect. Always remember, if East has 10.0 and West has 10.0, Vnet won't happen. So that's the rule. The reason I'm teaching this lab, so everything goes in your mind that, okay, what thing won't work, what thing won't work, okay? So it has to have address space separate, 10.0, 10.2, right? So that's the first step. We cannot make that mistake, but that's our starting assumptions. Make sense? Now, let's go to the next one. So next one, we are going to create now VM1 in Vnet East. First, see the picture. So you have a clear understanding, and then we are going to do VM2 for Vnet East 2, because this will inherit different address space. So I will have address space 10.0.0.1, something like that. And here I will have address space 10.2.0.1 address space. So let's do it. So now let's get started. So we're gonna do virtual machine. Virtual machine. We'll do Windows virtual machines. So virtual machines. Now do create. We'll use the same resource group. So Azure virtual machine will create the same resource group. So resource group will not change. So we'll do same and we'll give appropriate naming conventions. So resource group will say 12. Now I'm using, see here, VM1 East 1. So that's my naming convention. VM1 East 1. That's my naming convention. And we'll use Windows 2019 data center like that. So Windows 2019 data center will take Windows Server 2019 data center. With both machines, we select the same. We are going to give a username and password, and we will remember that. So let's write down username and password for both machines. Will kind of same. So I'll say test Azure and test at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll keep the same username and password for both for easiness. So click on the test user and password. Remember, this is important for you to log in. So don't forget it. Type it somewhere. So it says must be 12. It says 12. So I think I need to go to 8, 7, 8. Sorry for that. I'll go to 8. Perfect. Now, a couple of things I want you to pay attention. We will do RDP. That's the only one we need right now. So we are not changing it. Now, if you scroll down, okay, we need to say, yes, we have license. So we have to check that. We have to check that. Now let's double check again, making sure we are double checking. So first thing what we did double check is we are selecting RG12, double check. VM is double check. We are only using one machine, so it doesn't matter. We are using server 2019, double check, right? Size wise doesn't matter. Username and password, we check it. So now let's go to next. We check this too, because this is a license. I think we know very well. So we check that. Next, this we are not changing. Let's go to next. Networking is the key for us. So here is the key. Don't make mistake, relax and pay right attention. So here we have 2 VM. There we are selecting the first one. So first one we are selecting. And here, NI security group, we'll keep it basic, no need to change. Public inbound port, allow selected port. Again, that's RDP is fine for now. We'll delete public IP whenever we are deleting our VM. So that way we don't get money for that. So please allow, do so. Okay. And rest of the things I don't think we need to change. So I'm going to do some review and create now. Last double check here, we selected Vnet East. Okay. First one. So I don't think anything else I need. So I'm going to do review and create. So my first VM is ready to go. Now let's do the similar thing, but we will do the second VM. So let's do the virtual machine. Oh, sorry, review create. My mistake. I have not clicked on create. So give me thumbs up if you are following so far.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Silas, Mike, thank you. Please understand, exercise is longer. I don't want to rush, but I don't want you to make mistake also, because the fun starts when it works. Otherwise, frustration starts. And trust me, it takes time to go through 60 steps, and it's human nature. Every step we can be lost. So it's very important. You pay attention, you ask questions, you verify, but don't deviate. Don't try to do detour. There are so many small steps create a problem. So now we are going to do VM2, and same concept, but this time virtual Vnet 2. So we'll say virtual machine. Let's do virtual machine. in virtual machine, going to create similar way to create virtual machine. Naming conventions are very important. Resource group, same RG12. So use the same resource group. That will be easier for you to delete. Now virtual machine, we will say VM2, right? VM2, Vnet East 2. So we are doing VM2, right? You can say East 2 or that's fine. Vnet East 2. This will give you a clue that this machine is from different Vnet. The windows by default might be selected because you just selected, so should be selected, right? We don't have to change anything there. And we will give the username and password, which we have ready to go. We'll select the test user, right? And we'll select the password. Again, password is important for us to do RDP. So we will paste it here. And we are just keeping RDP. We don't need any other thing. And we'll say, yes, I have license. Any questions so far here for the second machine virtual which we are creating? Any questions? Right? After you do that, you go to next. In a disk, we are not changing networking. We need to change one thing. So we are good here. Same concept we use. There is nothing special we change. We only change the name. That's pretty much it. The rest of the thing is identical as the previous. Now let's go to next. Disk we are not changing. Let's go to network. Here, take a pause and select second Vnet. Make sure you select second Vnet. Make sure you see that second Vnet. So Vnet is selected. Now everything looks good. The delete public IP when they are done. Delete public IP when they are done. Everything else looks good. So one more time, make sure you select your Vnet, because when you select Vnet, you will see the default space will be automatically selected, which is important. And now review and create. Review and create, and should not take longer. So now we are done with the second step. I'm hoping you all are doing. While you are doing that, I just want to go back to our picture, making sure you understand. So we have done virtual machine. Sorry, Vnet is done. This Vnet is done. I changed the pattern. I hope you understand. We did pattern 10.2. So we did that. We did a virtual machine, and we did that. Now both have a public IP, right? Both have a public IP. So even from this machine, when I do RDP, I'll download RDP. I'll try to connect. I'm trying to ping. It won't work. If I try to do ping, it won't work. The reason it won't work, there are two issues. Issue number one, this one has a firewall. So we have to disable the firewall. So we will disable the firewall. The second issue, NSG does not allow ping traffic. So we need to do this thing quickly. So once we do this part, so from one, we can ping here. And same thing applied for this. So we have to do disable the firewall here, and we have to do NSG. So these two steps we have to do for that. So let's do step by step. We know that it's not going to work. So I'm not going to spend time and walk you through that, because I know it won't work, because we have not enabled. So how to enable step by step, we're going to do that. So first, let's go back to our portal. We have machines ready. So let's search virtual machine. Virtual machine. So you will see two machines. One is VM East 1, one is East 2. And you can also see there belongs to different patterns. So these are public pattern, and they are in a different Vnet. So let's do Vnet 2 first. Let's do this one, number 2. See on the screen, please. See the number 2. Always see this one. We are going to, I will disable the firewall, and I will configure the NSG rule for this guy. So from this side, I'll be able to ping it. But from this side, I'll not do it. So you will understand, if I don't do it, it won't work. So that way, get both benefits. This side, please understand, I'm going to add a rule in NSG, and I'm going to disable the firewall. So make sure select the number 2 and click on it. Now, anytime when you are doing that, it's supposed to be in your networking. So Vnet 2, go to networking. Go to networking. Now, when you go to networking, you should see somewhere Yes, you can see the rules for this one. So I'm in a Vnet 2, I'm in networking, and I can see inbound rule. There is no rule for ping. So ping is denied. So first I'm going to enable the ping rule, which is very simple to do. Everyone is here? Ola?
Yes.
Okay. Little smile, right? Little smile. So click here. And the ping rule is ICMP. That's the rule. That's all you need to do. ICMP, this enable ping. This enable ping. Now add. So adding this thing is quite easy. Do you guys agree? Now, at this moment, Vnet 2 is done. Let's do the Vnet 1 because there is nothing special. Let's click on the virtual machine 1. Similar thing. Click here. Networking. Add inbound port. Click ICMP and add. And you're done. So we just configure NSG, which is nothing but network security group. We configure that. The network security group now allow ping. So now let's try to log in to both machines. So I'm going to click on Vnet VM1 and click on connect. So click on VM1 and then click on connect. And then download RDP and try to connect. So I click on connect. You have RDP. Please understand. I'm in a Vnet 1, virtual machine 1, connect. I'm downloading RDP. And I have here public IP also here. So let's download RDP. Once I download RDP, it will have a proper naming convention. Let's click on it. So please understand one more time. You are in a virtual machine 1. You are doing connect. You're downloading RDP file. Now you click here and try to log in. So the login, it should be in my download folder. So double click here. Good news, we have both username and password same. So quite easy to connect. So click on connect and add your password. Username it pick automatically, and password, and it's okay. And it may take a minute or two and you will be connected. So this way you are connecting to virtual machine 1. While it is doing the work, we minimize that. And try to connect the similar way to virtual machine 2. So while it is doing, do the same thing. Click on virtual machine 2. Click on virtual machine 2, minimize that screen. Go to virtual machine 2, go to connect, download the RDP file, and try to connect them. So that way you can have a little speed there. Both machines should be up and running. And yes, at this moment, I'm hoping both machines are connected. Give me thumbs up if you are able to connect to the both machine. Good. Thank you, Priyank. You are on top of this. Thank you. Silas, Ola, Mike. Good. Good. Very good. It takes a couple of minutes to set up the machine, so that's why we are doing a little parallel. Now you can have both machines, RDP window, so you can see that both machine RDP window. So this is one machine RDP. I'm keeping on both machine on a side by side, so you can see that. Name itself say that in RDP. This is the name RDP. VM is 1, that's the first machine, and this is VM2, which is the second machine. Ola, any issue?
Go ahead. I think I have a mistake with my password, but go ahead. I will look at it. It's my password.
Why did you not copy paste, my friend?
I have it here.
You don't write, my friend. You put it in Notepad. So you don't see if you're admin, trust me, you need to learn this thing. You're admin. Can do that, right? So it's important you copy paste. Anyway, I'll go over, but you learn from this. The reason why am I using Notepad here? You should also do the Notepad, right? Right? Yes or no?
Yes.
This is not like a bank account where you write in notebook, right?
Yes.
Right? Anyway, at this moment, if you are with me, I would say, first of all, good job. Now, go to the here on screen. Please see here. If you're not able to do that, you can see here. We will start CMD. Please start CMD. So search CMD and start. So I'm going to click on here and start CMD. CMD stands for command line 2. So see if you can start command line 2. The machine is like very slow for some reason. Let's see here. Quite slow, then are you guys able to get the CMD? Let me close this one. CMD, come on, CMD. It's really taking time. Are you guys able to see this or? Okay, here it is. Can. Sometimes. Okay. I'll go easy. CMD. Hey, it came up. Now click on it. So one CMD for this virtual machine 1. Now let's do the same thing for other machine. So again, other machine. And here I'll do CMD. It is really taking time, but hopefully it will come. Yeah, it can. So now we are almost there to check. Next 5 minutes is very decisive. So hopefully it will work. So I have one machine, the virtual machine is here, and CMD is here, and I have second machine about to start. I'm hoping, yeah, it started. Now, please understand both machines I can see CMD. Okay? Now, couple of advantages and disadvantages. First, try IP config. IP config. So you can say local IP, and if you try IP config, local IP. Both will have different patterns. Sorry. Both will have different pattern. This pattern is 10.2 pattern. This pattern is 10.0. So let's try to ping from this one to that side. So ping 10.2.0.1. It won't work. Let's try to ping 10.0.0.1. It won't work. Give me thumbs up if you are able to see this error. Oh, sorry. Ping. My mistake. Are you guys able to see this? Both didn't work. Good. So what we just did is we logged in, but we are not able to do it. Now, the reason we are not able to do because they are in a different Vnet. But one thing we want to do, now, let's try public. These are private IP. Please see here. Remember, if you don't do the lab and you don't understand both you do, then it's bad. Understanding is extremely important. This is a local or private IP. So let's do public IP and try to ping. If that works, so I'm going to do one exercise. See here. See here, always see on the screen. This is one VM and this is VM2. So here I'm going to use public IP and try to ping public IP. Public IP you can ping from anywhere, but it will not work. Why? Because this machine has a firewall which is stopping. And same apply for this machine, firewall stopping. So I want to first try it out public IP. Is that working? If not, disable the firewall and make it work. Same apply. Disable the firewall, make it work. Then we'll do VPN peering. There are 6 steps away. So first of all, every machine. So right now, if you click on virtual machine 2, if you click on virtual machine 2, you have a public IP. Copy that public IP. So I'm in a virtual machine 2. I'm copying public IP. So I copy the public IP. And I'm going in a virtual machine 1, going to virtual machine 1, and I'm pinging. Please understand, ping, and I paste the public IP. It will still not work. Private doesn't work. Public doesn't work. There has to be something wrong. So what is wrong? Right now, the firewall of that machine is stopping. Can everyone confirm that? You guys are also having the same issue? From virtual machine 1, I'm pinging public IP address of virtual machine 2. It's not working. Could you please confirm? Okay.
Yes.
Good. Thank you. Now we are going to disable the firewall in both machines. So I'm going to go to virtual machine and search here. See on the screen, otherwise you'll be lost. This exercise is not simple, right? This is a real exercise. That's why I'm taking time and explaining, right? It's not theory. It's an extremely important practical exercise. So now click here and search here firewall. So when you search firewall, you will see somewhere firewall status like this. So you can see I search firewall, it's a firewall status, click on it. Just search firewall and click on firewall status, and I'm going to disable the firewall. So you can see it's a green. I'm going to say turn off the firewall. Again, you should not be doing in production, but this is for testing purpose only. You may need to add a proxy or add something, what IP allow, what port allow in a real life, but time being, I'm just going to do this. So I'm going to click here and I'll say, turn off and turn off. And then there's a button at the bottom, okay. So that way I turn off the firewall of virtual machine 2. Let me repeat one more time. How did I do that? Very simple. Search file, and you will say firewall status, click on status, and then you click on the enable this. So you go here and off firewall and apply. Now, if here is right, if I use up arrow, it should work, and it is working. Give me thumbs up. So now I'm able to ping the public IP, but private IP is still not working. You see that? Private IP is still not working. Why it is not working? Because there is no peering yet. Because what virtual network give you isolation. Isolations stop you to do that. Okay, let's do firewall disable on other side. So it's virtual machine 1. In virtual machine 1, what are you going to search? Firewall. Firewall. In virtual machine 1, search firewall. When you search firewall, do status off. Disable that. So we're going to say virtual machine. Say here, there is the status. Yeah, check the firewall status, click on me, and we have green means it's on. So we say, I'm going to disable for now, just for timing. In real life, you add IP, port, and allow or not allow. But right now, for testing purpose, it's easy for me to disable. So I disable. At this moment, everything is ready. But both machines are not able to ping each other through private IP. Did you notice that? Private IP through this guy is not able to ping the other guy, and other guy is not able to ping other machine. So private IP is not working. Both sides I checked. So now miracle is Vnet. So we are almost there. So please understand, we are almost there. We have virtual network setup. We have this setup. We have machine setup. We have machine setup. We have firewall disabled. We have firewall disabled. We have NSG configured. We have NSG configured. But this still is not able to ping the local IP address. This guy is still not able to ping local IP address. So how do we do that? So the correct answer is Vnet peering. Vnet peering allows that this work as a one network, as a one family. People question, does the performance is impact? Not at all. It will look like the same machine and same network. Trust me, most companies use VPN network, and that's why it's important. In exam and interview, people will ask you. So how to establish this peering? Piece of cake. Ready? Last step. Here, last step. So now, here, go to networking. So search networking or go to Vnet. Search Vnet. So if you search Vnet, it doesn't matter which Vnet you look for. Go to virtual network, Vnet. So I'm going to go to East 1. So there is a 2. Go to, it doesn't matter which one you go. I'll say connect here, and I'll say connect here. That's all I'm going to do. It will take hardly a minute, right? So click here, East. So when you're here, there is a concept called peering. So if you select here, Vnet, you have a concept called peering. Every virtual machine has, Vnet have option called peering. So click on peering, click on peering, click on peering. So when you click on peering, you have options. Which Vnet you want to peering. So let it come. We're almost there. Come on, Azure. Azure is getting time. So now, please understand, we are in one of the Vnet. We select the peering. From peering, we are going to do add. We're going to do add. So we do add, and you can give any name. So I'm going to say, Vnet Vnet, no space, please, no space, east 1 dash east 2. No space, please. So this side say, you know what, this is one side. So it's a Vnet 1 is now going to talk to Vnet 2. So this way you can do that. This is one way. But let's say I want to do bi-directional. So here we do reverse. East to 1. So we do reverse. So let's do that. Vnet east 2 dash east 1. So that is done. Now there is nothing you need to do specially. You just need to do add. That's it. You don't need to do anything else. The only thing you need to do is select this one and just change this name, and here it will ask you drop down box. Select the drop down box, your number 2. Right? Why 2? Because in this drop down box you need to select 2. So if you select 2, it will automatically understand 1 is pointing to 2, and it will automatically understand 2 is pointing to 1. Perfect. So this is all understood very well. So here you need to select 2 because you came from 1, then you are selecting 2. But if you came from 2, then you are selecting 1. Perfect. Now do add and then give a minute. Take some minute and go back to your virtual machines command prompt and give an up arrow and press enter and see if it gives you response. It takes a minute, okay? It takes time, but it will work. And if it works, you need to give me data. Still not yet. It takes a minute. Now, still not. If you are able to get, give me thumbs up, but you will be able to get it. If you are able to get, give me thumbs up. And right now I'm still getting a timeout. Priyank, you already got it?
Yeah, I got it too.
You got it? Okay.
Go back to your RDP.
Yeah, that's the problem. Maybe that's the problem. That's the problem. So this one is 2. So 2, I should be changing to the 4. So 10 point, yeah. No, I mean 2. This is my VM2 in is2. This is 2. So I don't want to change this one. I want to change this other side here. Okay, now see here. Yes, you're right. It should be 4 here. Hey, look at that. It works. Now let's do this side and check it out. This one. So here it's a 10.004. Wow. I was doing completely wrong pinging. That's why the problem was the 4. And it working. Got it? So both sides working. Now you know what to do. Last step. Make sure you go to resource group and delete the resource group. I hope you enjoy the lab. This was my favorite lab in the whole Azure. So I just wanted to do this lab because I use it, but I always had a question why it works and how it works. So this way configurations will really give a benefit. Make sure you disable resource group 2, so everything will be deleted. But thank you so much. We'll continue next week, activity development portion, and then we'll start the database. So we are doing pretty good. After 3 weeks, you will start applying for the certification because you are very close to finish line. Here is it. Resource group name. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for joining on time, and make sure you do the lab. Repeat one more time with the Vnet exercise, and I'm sure you will see the benefit in exam and interview. But thank you everyone.